Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sheree Brooks and I'm back with another video. So I know I'm super relaxed and super chill right now, clothing attire wise. I recently got off of work. It is almost, what time is it? It's like 7 p.m. 6:30 p.m. It feels like it's freaking 10 o'clock, okay? I'm exhausted. My makeup is a mess. I'm ready to wash it off. My hair is looking crazy, so here we are. So anyways, despite my appearance, we are talking about side hustles that I've either done or that I would consider doing, or something that you guys can try. I know a lot of side hustles are in demand right now, especially with the economy, and the minimum wages rate are not very great, especially if you're in California like myself. So I thought I'd share with you guys some odd side hustles that I found I've personally done, or that I know people who've done them. You guys know I like to speak with experience. I like to share my experiences with you guys. So I will let you guys know the side hustles that I'm going to list that I've actually tried, or ones that I've considered, and ones that you should consider if you are in dire need of some money. And again, this video is helping out my single mamas out there, or if you're just a single person in general, or you need to supplement some income, this video should be very helpful. So I hope you guys stay tuned, and if you are interested to see what I have to say, then just keep on watching.
You got that something that can't be seen. You got that one thing that's hard to come by. It's not your styling, it's not your jeans. No, what you got is deeper within. And your friends don't even know what you got. They just hang with you cause you earn a lot. You should lose them all and start hanging with me, cause I'm the only one who can see. I don't need your dreamy eyes, no. I don't need your pretty smile, no. I just want your perfect mind, yeah. That's all I really need. The things you're saying.
Alright guys, so I'm not going to go into any particular order. I'm going to just basically pull up some side hustles that I wrote down. So I know to each his own, and some might seem a little odd, but hey, there's different strokes for different folks, okay? For you guys is becoming a surrogate. So if you have a ton of student loans that are insane, or if you are so behind in debt, becoming a surrogate is a I can't talk today. I've been talking all day long, okay, for 8 hours. So your girl's voice is like a little raspy at this point. But anyways, so if you become a surrogate, I do know that a lot of women may qualify. I believe the age limit is potentially, I think you have to at least be 25. I could be 100% wrong on that. Do your own research, but if you guys go on a lot of sites such as like Craigslist, or if you just Google, you know, surrogates in my area, or if you need surrogates, if you guys don't believe it or not, a lot of people need surrogates, and that's actually a high demand because some people unfortunately can't have kids, and being able to bless someone with a child or another child is so rewarding. I could only imagine. And that was something I actually considered for myself, becoming a surrogate, because I've had kids and both of my pregnancies, by the grace of God, were successful. I had healthy pregnancies as well. I did experience minor complications, but for the most part my pregnancies were healthy and I was able to have my kids. So you guys can do your own personal research on becoming a surrogate, but I've seen that you can make up to $60,000, possibly even more. So if you're a single woman and you know, like you're hard finding a job, or you have student loans that are backed up, that's a potential source of income, and you can potentially stay from home or work, and also being a surrogate and get those benefits as well. That is an amazing way to pay off some debt and make some money. Yeah, so there is option number one. So another option I have for you guys is becoming a brand ambassador. So a brand ambassador is basically, you're the face of the brand, you're out there talking about it, you're promoting it, you're trying to sell it like a lot of YouTubers on YouTube. However, you're not on YouTube selling the product or Instagram. You're actually inside of a store or at a location talking to people face to face. So basically, I do know a girl, she's a brand ambassador for like Coors Light, Heineken, like a lot of beer companies. So she goes to a lot of social events, and I believe it's from, I think you have to be at least 21 to be a brand ambassador, because obviously you're in the environment of alcohol and you're selling alcohol. So you can be like one of those cute brand ambassador girls, like a cute little tank top or, you know, cute attire, and be there, promote the brand. There's also some that are more like low key, like you can work inside of a Costco demonstrating. You're not working for the company of Costco or Safeway or whatever, just to give you guys an idea, but you can actually promote, like if there's a company that's selling like energy drinks, all you have to provide is your own little setup table, like a little black card table. Set that thing up, have gloves, obviously, maybe even a hairnet, or pull your hair back, boom. And they start off at like $20 an hour on the weekend. So minimum shifts are like 4 hours. That's $80 right there, 4 hours. Like, that's genius. So if I had the extra time, I would probably do that for some extra cash and pay down some credit cards, you know what I'm saying? But I've actually done something like this in the past though. But it was like I was actually working for the company, and yeah, so I feel like that's an amazing way to make some additional money, and I would consider doing it myself if I had time on the weekends to do that. Oh, and ways you guys can find this job is just type in like on Facebook, Facebook group jobs or Facebook jobs, and type in like brand ambassador, and different ones will come up, like health bars or, you know, smoothie companies or whatever. You go, you submit your resume. You do probably may need to have some customer service skills and selling experience as well, but besides that, it's fairly easy to get one of these jobs, and you can make extra money really quickly, and sometimes they do pay you that day. You can get direct. Another side hustle I would recommend is becoming a freelancer. So I'm not talking about Upwork, I'm not talking about all those other companies, all these other YouTubers are talking about. Now, disclaimer, if you guys do use some of my ideas in your video, I've watched thousands of work from home or side hustle videos, and I have not seen, maybe I missed a few videos, but I have not seen for the most part a recent video at that with these side hustles. So if you do tend to come across my video and get ideas to share for your video, please give your girl a shout out, please. I would greatly appreciate that. So becoming a freelance makeup artist for a brand or a freelance fragrance salesperson. So basically, this is something I've done in the past. I personally have worked for, I worked for Smashbox, I've worked for Stila, I've worked for Pure Minerals, let's see, those just to name a few. So I've actually worked for the companies as a freelancer. So technically so what you do at the job is you do have to have sales experience and customer service experience, because you are the face of the brand. So what you do is you would be assigned to either go into Sephora's or Ulta's, and the attire is all black. You just support that brand. So you go to your little section where your brand is set up. Say for instance it's Becca or Anastasia. You go to that brand, you just make sure it looks nice and clean. You clean off the demo, you restock, you go out there and bring clients pretty much to that counter that you're selling for, and you try to push those products. You do have a daily sales goal, maybe even a weekly sales goal to meet, but ultimately you can start making at least $18 starting. When I was working as a freelancer, I was making at least $22 an hour, you guys. And at the time, I was supporting myself. I was living alone, and I was raising my 2 kids with that job alone. So you definitely can do that. And places to find those jobs, you can join Facebook groups. There's one called Cosmetic Peeps on there. Thank me later, but it's very, very, very helpful. There's a ton of brands hiring worldwide, and they are always like, shoot your resume to blah 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 email, and they will definitely respond. I found a lot of my jobs on there. And you can even work for Bluemercury. We'll work inside of a Bluemercury in Nordstrom's, Macy's. You're not working for Macy's, you're not working for Nordstrom's, you're working for Anastasia, or you're working for Becca, or you're working for Stila. So again, ladies or gentlemen, that is an amazing side hustle you can do to earn more income. And the job typically is also on the weekends, maybe midweek or weekend, because they need high demand hours when people are shopping in store majority of the time. Otherwise, their employees, the Ulta employees or the Sephora employees, will be selling those products. I was working for Pure Minerals, and that was my first ever brand ambassador job, or freelancer job for a company. And I ended up getting a full-time position being a counter manager, because the manager at the company, I was not the manager at the store I was working inside of, saw my hustle, and they saw that I was really good with customers and talking and bringing them in. She offered me a job literally on the spot. So I ended up working for Lancome, being a full-time counter manager, and on top of that, they flew me out for training. So you're welcome, sis. Let's see here. Another side hustle you can do is becoming an in-home caregiver. So I've actually never became a caregiver. I've never done this line of work before, but I do know someone who has. And you do have your own personal clients. You can work with the elderly, you can work with autistic children, disabled children, or people. You go to their homes, even if the person can move perfectly fine and communicate well, sometimes they just need rides to doctor's appointments, taking walks, just being a companion for the most part. And you can start, I believe the pay is about $15 an hour, so it's not bad at all. And caregivers are in high demand as well, because when you think about it, a lot of people, they don't have, you would think they would have a lot of support and companionship, but they don't. Parents work, so they need someone there to help their autistic children, or even to go on a date. They want to go on a date, so they have a contract with the company where they can hire someone to watch their autistic child or disabled, or along those lines. So being a caregiver means someone's in need of care. They may have a disability, or they just may need some extra help. So I would highly recommend that. Check out your Craigslist, check out Indeed. Those places have a ton of jobs for caregiving. You can check out Facebook as well and type in caregiver, and there's a lot of people posting like, hey, I'm in need of a caregiver, blah blah blah, and the hours are very random, so it could be any time of day, but that does require you're working for yourself. You don't have to really clock in or clock out. You're just literally at somebody's house or taking them on appointments and so on and so forth. So that is something to consider if you're in between jobs, or if you just need some extra money. And if you're good with people, first and foremost, be a good person. I'm not trying to recommend these jobs for anyone who is just looking to make money. You have to have a good heart and have good ethics, for one, especially being a caregiver. I wouldn't want my grandma or my child around anyone who's just in there for the money and who doesn't give a damn about the overall well-being of the person. So they do background screenings as well, which is awesome. So I would highly consider that if you guys are looking to get experience in that niche, or if you have experience there, or if you need some extra cash and you genuinely truly care about the well-being of the person. I would highly recommend that one as well. All right, so another side hustle is charge for your services, okay? Meaning, I'm gonna give you guys a fabulous example. So when I was in the makeup industry and I was doing makeup for a long time, I started doing makeup and I was freelancing for myself. I already had my own business when I was like 18 years old, and I didn't even realize it. I was just doing my passion and charging people for it. I was doing makeup for photo shoots, you name it. Like, I had clients who were competitive cheerleaders. They flew across country, blah blah blah. They wanted to take me with them and this and that. And I just have a lot of experience and knowledge in the makeup industry. I was actually offered to teach makeup classes, and even virtually, you know what I mean? So if you have a niche that you enjoy doing, like if you enjoy doing hair, if you enjoy doing makeup, like yes, there's a ton of videos how to do things step by step, However, like, there's nothing like that one-on-one personal experience. I personally could agree. So if you charged for makeup, like having a one-on-one like Skype makeup lesson, you can definitely do that and charge, you know, per the hour or whatever the case, or if you have a fixed rate, you can definitely do that and just guide them. You're gonna do this brush and this product is for that. Talking very slow and like meeting them where they're at, because a lot of classes can be very intimidating. Like going in person can be very intimidating, I understand, for some individuals. So that's why this option will be amazing. Also, not just makeup. If you are a piano player, you can teach piano lessons. I would advise, if you do go to a piano lesson, make sure that person is credible and it's not like some creep you're going into their house. Well, let me teach you the piano. Like, no. Okay, make sure you do your research first on who you decide to meet up for these lessons. Also, if you're a karate teacher, if you tutor, you know, post ads like, hey, I can tutor this subject, or you know, I've been playing piano for years. And a fun fact, I did take piano lessons when I was a kid, and I also took violin lessons as a kid. So I don't remember any of that stuff at this point, but I took those classes and they were all like private teachers. So that's something you guys can also consider as well. So last but not least, my final one for the video is do paid research. So paid research is basically, and this is something that I've considered doing as well. Again, I just don't have the time. So you can Google paid research studies near me, and a ton of different research companies will pop up, and it's not like surveys or like annoying shit like that that's gonna only pay you like pennies, if that, you know what I mean? So there's one called Elliott Benson Research. They're not sponsoring this video, nothing like that. It's just something that I've personally tapped into myself. So basically, like, there's different research studies like cell phone users, or vision studies, or, you know, thyroid studies, or there's a ton of different studies that you guys could qualify for. They do ask you to take a little quiz prior to submitting your request to be a studier, to be in part of that research study. Pay does vary, so each study can range from like $75 to $150 depending on the research that they need. There's a ton of different ones out there as well, so I would highly recommend, and they pay really well. So they may need you on like a Wednesday at 7 p.m. 7 a.m. or whatever the case for the research study. So just definitely be available and keep your eyes out on those opportunities, because it's quick money, and I mean, it'll pay a bill or two. Okay, we can't beat that, right? So all in all, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and leave some side hustles down below, and let's go ahead and share them with the community here on my channel. This channel is strictly to motivate other women and just people in general, especially my single moms. That is something that's dear to my heart, and I'm gonna do my damn best so we can all make it in this world, especially if you're a follower of mine. So please don't forget to comment, like, and share, and subscribe to this channel. I'm definitely trying to reach at least 15,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I'm at 9,000 and some change, so I hope I can make that goal, and I can only make that goal by you guys. So please go ahead and subscribe to this video. Let me know what you guys liked, and also let me know down below what side hustles you've never heard of. So if I talked about something you never heard of, let me know that you never knew that existed, and you're grateful that I talked about it, because knowledge is power, and I definitely feel like sharing the knowledge, sharing the wealth, you know, like there's a ton of money, and there's a ton of jobs to go around, and why not share it with you guys so you can help meet your financial goals. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.